You know, there was a kitty circus last night. Cat circus.
Yeah, I heard about that. Acro cats or something?
Yeah, it was at the Heart of the Beast Puppet Theater.
They played music.
It looked so good.
They played the drums and stuff.
Yeah, that did look really cute.
They didn't look very good at it, to be honest, from the Instagram stories I saw.
Cats are limited in there.
You need to leave your hate at home, both of you. Hello, you.
Hi,
it's me, David.
Hey, David.
Oh, hey, David. I'm Mike.
Hi.
I'm Emily.
And we are here to give you a gift called a Microtheticast. We're here today to play a game called Collaboratory, which is a little something that we came up with that has to do with superheroes. This week, we're reprising the theme of last week. We're applying it to this Microtheticast, and we are going to play a game. What we're going to do is each of us is going to create a superhero based on some words that we've all written down, being in 3 categories: adjectives, titles, and weaknesses. Those will come together to generate a superhero. We will talk about what that superhero is like, and then we will use all 3 of our superheroes to create a super team.
Yeah,
and talk about maybe different roles and what things we might like to accomplish with the super team, and most importantly, what kind of costumes we will wear. So, without further ado, let us draw and create some super people.
Wow.
Who wants to go first?
I think Emily should.
Have we shuffled them, by the way?
Not really.
Okay,
Emily,
I'm
you're
scared.
touching them.
I'm scared.
Do it.
Okay,
You're scared.
I'm gonna draw
That's
my
fun.
first one, which is the title, and I got chef. And then I'm going to draw a thing about them, an adjective about them.
And I think that comes before the title.
Scary. So this is definitely Scary Chef.
Or Chef Scary.
I like Chef Scary.
They're both good.
His eyes. Chef Anton Scary.
And then my weakness is hearing music. That's unfortunate. That is highly unfortunate.
Wait, are you Chef Scary for sure then?
Or Scary Chef?
You got to pick right now.
I feel like Scary Chef sounds more like a superhero.
Yeah.
Okay.
Scary Chef. That's who I am.
Scary Chef, but you don't like hearing that music.
Who's Scary Chef and what are they like?
Scary Chef is this super cool, super strong lady who spent her adolescence and early 20s in a bunch of punk bands and was like so cool and could just like shred
Lettuce.
And
No, she's getting to that.
Oh.
one day she was at what are those things called?
Concert.
No, the band.
Battle of the Bands.
Yes.
Yes, I got it.
She was at a battle
Concert
of the
is also
bands.
true.
Her and her band were like a lot of buzz. Everybody was like, they're definitely going to win. But then this evil jam band from the neighboring town showed up.
Actual
bands.
fish. It's fish.
Made of
the
jam,
band fish.
Made of jam.
And
jellyfish.
and I don't really even know how Battle of the Bands go. They played a few songs. Everybody was amped.
That's how bands are.
The crowd was like super into. Let's say that the band that this woman was in, they were called like they were the Ghost Girls.
Sure.
So they had kind of like a spooky punk thing going on.
Sure.
Right before their last number, the evil leader of the jam band got in this confrontation backstage.
Oh my gosh.
And he was like, I'm going to curse your whole band forever. So you will all be terrible musicians unless you sacrifice yourself. And you are never allowed to play music again.
Oh, dang.
And she makes the selfless decision to let her bandmates continue their lives of music. And she has to give it up. Mm-hmm. It's incredibly painful. But in that battle, she's somehow able to steal some of his superpowers. I don't know how that works.
Yeah, that's
she
how
has to be super somehow, right?
They're kind of like infectious diseases.
Okay.
She doesn't have to act. I mean, she doesn't have to have magic superpowers.
Yeah.
But what are her
That's
abilities?
Fair. That's fair.
What
Okay.
is her?
So then she was super sad for a couple of years, but then she realized that she was a really good cook. And so she opened up a restaurant. But because of all of her like pain and angst and because of her punk background, she decided to that she really likes the macabre. And so she's kind of scary to people. She's like an intimidating presence.
Yeah.
She's like big. She's got a lot of creepy tattoos.
So scary.
And her restaurant is kind of like spooky themed and a little bit grungy. And so she has a lot of regulars, but it's like not the most inviting place. But she is out there on the streets fighting against misogyny and evil.
What are her specialty powers? Like, what does she specialize? Like,
so she's super strong. So first of all, just like physical strength.
Strong.
Yeah, very strong.
Always good.
She channeled her rage and anger into like getting real buff. And then she also can create dishes that are really delicious but will hurt you or maim you or maybe even kill you. But she doesn't like to use that.
So does she
doesn't
use
just
that?
go straight for poison.
Does she use that? Like, does she invite her enemies over to the restaurant and then she feeds them the food?
Or she'll like sneakily like deliver something like DoorDash or something, you know? She'll just,
looks like a villain ordered something on DoorDash.
A surprise DoorDash delivery. I guess I'll eat it.
She always has to figure out a creative way to make sure she can get them to eat her food.
Okay. That's aggressive.
But she must never hear music again.
No. She can't hear music anymore, but she really likes fighting for women who are told by men that they're not good enough. So like, you know, any man who's ever been like, I don't think that women comedians are very funny. Like she's gonna get up in there, make him a pizza, and he's gonna
probably make
never
a joke
laugh again.
Yeah, something unfortunate will happen to him depending on the degree of his crimes.
Sweet.
Can I make one?
Yeah, you can.
Okay, let's see. Here's this one. A DJ. Great.
Oh, good.
DJ.
Yes.
And their superhero full name shall be DJ Half Invisible. And DJ Half Invisible's name, thank goodness it's not hearing music is the weakness. This is going to be awkward though. DJ Half Invisible's weakness is touching rubber, so he cannot touch rubber.
No, there's so much rubber on DJ equipment. No, how is he going to do it?
I don't know.
Also, I gendered him for you. I'm sorry.
DJ Half Invisible is a guy, kind of a tech geek, really into computers. And discovered that was his forte, got really into techno music and kind of made that his scene. Flunked out or was kicked out of college. He was in a really prestigious technical college for computer science.
Brown.
That one. And but he was kicked out for conducting unorthodox experiments in the lab with the technology. Sure.
Nice.
He used like the entire power grid for the campus and blacked out the whole college for like an entire 3 days.
Just to make some cool tunes.
Just to make some cool jams.
It's like a little Mark Zuckerberg.
In his DJ basement.
That's his friend's name, DJ Basement.
Yeah, DJ Basement. He had no money. He had no job prospects. He started to collect a lot of discarded technical equipment in an abandoned warehouse down by the docks.
That's what you do.
And so this is starting to sound a little like he might be like
a villain.
So here's what happens. He sees on the weather that there's a big lightning storm coming, and he's like, the only way for me to get enough power for my for creating the ultimate tunes that I want to make is by harnessing the power of the lightning. And so he has a lightning rod up on the roof of the warehouse connected to all of this ingeniously assembled equipment. So on this night, the lightning strikes the lightning rod. He creates the ultimate jam, but the lightning strike renders him half invisible.
Yikes.
It is half down the middle, so his left side is invisible.
Did he go by DJ Half Invisible before that, or is this?
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he was like, man, this works out really well. So he's half invisible, but he's also like part electricity, so he can't touch rubber because rubber like does not conduct electricity, so he's unable to like
touch it.
He's unable to like pass through rubber. No, it's like it repels him.
Ooh,
like he's not able to get near it.
Gotcha.
So he can't touch rubber. But because he does succeed, he succeeds in creating the ultimate jam, and he wants to spread this to other people and share it with them. So despite him being kind of an anti-hero, like he had to operate kind of outside the bounds of society to do this thing.
Yeah.
Like he's now looking to like help outsiders like himself be included.
I feel like that's kind of falls in line with Scary Chef's deal too.
Yeah, there's one big problem, but we'll talk about that when we talk about our
you will talk about it. We'll talk about it. Calm down.
But there's a big conflict that I see emerging.
We'll figure it out.
It'll be
Superheroes.
I'm the one that does music. I can't hear that. Let's see who else is here. This superhero's name has Buddy in it.
Yes.
This superhero's name is Purple Buddy.
Yes.
Oh wow!
Yes, he is.
Thank the
It's
Lord
Grimace.
in heaven. Oh my God! No! I promise we did not plan this. Purple Buddy's weakness is seeing the color purple.
Yep,
here's what it is. So Purple Buddy, I really have basically a blank slate with Purple Buddy. This could be anything that it wants. Purple Buddy is a dog.
Yes.
Sure.
An actual dog that was a human at one point, but in a classic 90s family comedy mishap, got transformed into a pooch and is what are those big ones? A Saint Bernard?
Sure.
Can you quick describe that mishap?
Oh,
we all just understand what that was.
Got on the wrong side of a wizard that he didn't know was a wizard. Was rude to a clerk at a convenience store.
Was a wizard.
Was a wizard. Half of them are. The other half are witches.
The 90s were a weird time.
Full of wizards. And this wizard made this person into a Saint Bernard, thinking that would be a fun little prank to play to teach him a lesson. Little did that wizard know, Purple Buddy, whose name at that point was Dion Williamson, loved dogs and really wanted to be one. And so the minute that Dion Williamson was changed into a dog, was like, this is my chance. I've written a lot of dog-based fan fiction where they get to be heroes and save people from burning buildings. I am going to become the dog I want to see in the world. And put on a purple jumpsuit, like full body. Learned how to sew as a dog, which is challenging, but sewing machines are very helpful and pretty easy to use. And made a bunch of clothes for himself. Became Purple Buddy. A little mask too, little eye holes in it, because that's cute. You gotta have that on a dog.
The dog made all the clothes?
Yeah, the dog made all the clothes.
All right.
Self-sustained. It's great.
Can you talk? Or can the dog?
I talk?
No,
I can.
I always think this is us. The dog.
I am
Can
not
the
Purple
dog?
Buddy.
Can the dog
Purple
talk?
Buddy cannot talk, but Purple Buddy is very good at DSL, which is dog sign language, and also a slower way to connect to the internet from the early 2000s.
But really good at it.
But he's really good at
good at
DSL,
the internet.
at setting up modems, amazing, and also at DSL dog sign language. So there's not a lot that Purple Buddy can say because dog sign language is pretty limited. But
No thumbs.
there's like yes or no's and basic commands and questions and inquiries and things like that.
How
Basic
did
questions
he-
like who is that, or like where's the bathroom.
What happened that made it so that the color purple was his weakness?
Well, so this wizard, the convenience store wizard, found out that Purple Buddy had actually enjoyed this prank that the wizard had played, and the 7-Eleven wizard was like, I'm not even part of this. I wanted this person to be miserable, so I'm going to cast a spell on his sewing machine to make it bad or something. This wizard is clumsy and is in the learning process, so we shouldn't judge them too much for their clumsy tricks. But they cursed this sewing machine, and it pricked the finger, much in a Sleeping Beauty style of this dog. Do dogs have fingers? Let's say they do.
Yeah.
Pricked the finger of this dog. The curse was it was just kind of like a shotgun, like, I don't know, make a bad thing happen. And it turned out that the thing that the dog was sewing with was purple, because most of his clothes were purple. And it made him immediately like allergic and get kind of into a rage. Like that's now like a very, very volatile color to this dog. So if Purple Buddy ever sees purple, kind of gets a little wild, gets a little crazy, starts ripping everything apart.
It's like a trigger.
Which like can be good, like the Hulk, but it's definitely a Hulk-like problem to have.
Hard to control.
Yeah, and a lot of people call the Hulk Green Buddy, so I think Purple Buddy is like a good analog. It's like Dog Hulk, and it wears purple.
Yeah.
So I think that's what Purple Buddy's like. Pretty useful. Mostly goes after wizards. Hates wizards a lot.
Oh.
Yeah, because magic is just bad. Purple Buddy's decided magic is bad and it needs to be gone.
So I have the first thing I want to say about our team.
Yeah, ready?
Say it.
So they all meet. I don't know. We can talk about how that happens, but I feel like they have similar. They would easily be like, "Oh yeah, I'll help you out with that if you help me out with this."
Yeah.
Like the team aspect is not hard to overcome. But what needs to happen right away is that DJ Half Invisible has to invent some like impenetrable noise blocking headphones for Scary Chef. So she can wear those, and then she doesn't have to worry about the pain of hearing music.
Yeah.
It hurts her soul. So she has that, and then she also just gets really good at DSL so that Purple Buddy can communicate with her during battles using DSL, and she can understand what's happening even though she can't hear what's happening.
Perfect.
So I just wanted to get that solution out of the way.
We probably all speak DSL. As our sort of superhero code to make sure that even if we can't hear, which is often, it's okay and we're good.
Well, one of DJ Have Invisible's powers is connecting through DSL to people's minds
to upload his music.
Can actually telepathically, very slowly communicate with Purple Buddy.
That's
do you think that DJ Half Invisible is like has aggressive music that he can play to like damage people? Because that would be a great reason to like eliminate our hearing altogether with implants, so that you could just black bolt people basically.
That's part of the songs are kind of like a low level mind control. They're more of a mood control. So it's kind of like they can either like calm people down or they can rile people up. So it's not like I can just command people to do things, but I can like maybe soothe, like if a criminal's trying to run away with some bank money, I can be like, time to go to sleep. I'm going to play a techno lullaby, and then that plays, and then he's like, I'm sleepy now.
Fatigued.
Yeah.
You know what I feel like would be cool is that we could run like an entertainment business together where we throw parties.
Kids' birthday parties.
And anything, weddings, funerals, bar mitzvahs. You deal with the tunes. I deal with the catering. Maybe Purple Buddy, because he's gotten so good at the sewing machine, can make like decorations and stuff. But then if any evil comes around, we can also make a party that would be the end of our enemies.
I say yes. No, I think we keep this party business, but we specifically invite villains to the parties.
Ooh, yes.
It's like this real life thing happened where like they told a bunch of people that had warrants out for them or something that like they had won a contest, and a bunch of them showed up and were like, oh, we won, and they caught them. So I think what we do is we have parties and invite.
It's like To Catch a Predator.
Yeah, but all kinds of crimes.
Yeah.
And
To catch a mean, bullying, misogynist wizard.
Yeah.
MBM.
There's a lot of those out there. So we would just be out to get all of them.
Bullying misogynist wizard is
trick them into just like pretend like they're going to go to this cool party, and then we get them. In all the ways possible.
Yeah, in every way that they can be gotten, we get them.
Do we have a team name?
Ooh, I mean DSL is pretty good, but I
think that's too outdated.
What about the name of our event planning business?
Oh yeah,
the Party People.
420.
Oh, I like that.
The Party People.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like it has to have party in the name.
Yeah, definitely. The party, because party can be a group of people, but it can also be
You just really
event.
want it to be like wordplay, don't you?
And then we could be pee-pee.
Oh, this made it even worse.
Thanks for listening, people. If you want to connect with us in other ways besides just listening to us, you can find us on social media. We're on Facebook at Hypotheticast. We have a Facebook group that you could join, Hypotheticast Fan Collaboratory. We're on Twitter. We do some tweeting at Hypotheticast. We're on Instagram. We sometimes do some gramming, Hypotheticast_IG. You can also send us an email, hypotheticast@gmail.com, or check us out on our website, hypotheticast.club.
Isn't it true that our Instagram is going to be the exclusive place to see your baby pics?
Yes. We're just going to turn it into a private group to look at my child. So
if you're a fan of Hypotheticast, but you don't want to see Emily's baby, you're going to have to find another Instagram.
Just make a fan one or something.
Review us, please. We're going to be gone for a while. Did we talk about that?
Yeah. Well, not yet this episode, if that's what you mean.
Well, we're on our hiatus. Review us, though, and keep listening and tell other people about us, because people that have never heard of us before have many episodes to listen to, even if we're not going to make new ones for a little bit.
With the time that you would have spent listening to new episodes, talk about us instead.
Talk about
Spend
us.
That's
exactly
an easy ask,
that amount of
right?
time. 1 hour a week, please. Thank you to Jaden James and the Hunger for the song Killing It from their album Raw, and thank you to Christian Hagen for the logo he made for us. Both of them rule. Thank you to you, of course, the listeners, as Emily mentioned last episode, and Mike a little bit mentioned just now.
You're welcome.
We are going on a hiatus because a baby is emerging from a body.
Oh, God.
Here it comes. So,
And because you guys deserve a little break, too.
Yeah, we all deserve a break. Everybody should have seasons in their life where they say, I'm not going to do this for a sec.
We've been going hard for years.
And that's what we're up to.
It's been years.
So we'll be back on Halloween, the day before Halloween. We will drop a beautiful Halloween nugget at your doorstep.
Oh, God.
We'll miss you, too. We'll miss you. We'll think about you.
Yeah, I'll tell my friends about you.
Yeah.
That's right.
How about that?
Tell your friends about us because we'll tell our friends about you.
Perfect. All right. Thanks for listening, everybody.
Good night and good luck.
We'll see you later.
You made it. Visit Emily's baby at www.hypothetababy.com.
I'm acting material.
There was a big line of superhero figures from the 80s and 90s that had like all the DC characters, and they had all of them. Like we're talking like Plastic Man was in there. Like the Red Tornado, who I didn't even, and I knew nothing about I didn't read the comics.
Is that a communist one?
I don't even know. I think he was half robot, half man. No, that was Firestorm.
He became the means of production.
I didn't know anything about them, but being a child, I just made up my own stories for them. And so I was like attached to all them. And then when I finally did find out about them, I was like, oh, that's not what I believe about that character.
No,
but
you just made
that's
him up.
fine.
Oh, that's even better.